get started, I do have a few brief announcements I'd like to make. First and foremost, flash photography and the recording of this show by any means, audio or visual, is strictly prohibited by management. Now, please take a moment to locate the exit nearest your seat. If the theater should experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from above. Simply place the mask over your mouth and nose and continue to breathe normally. If you are at the theater with a small child, place the mask over your own mouth first and let the little bugger fend for himself. At this time, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Michael Capps of the Camp Humphreys Shakespeare Players, and tonight we're going to do something that we believe to be unprecedented in the history of theater. That is, in a single performance, to capture the magic, the genius, the towering grandeur that is the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, understandably, we do have a lot to get through tonight, so at this time I would like to welcome the second member of the Camp Humphreys Shakespeare Players. He is one of Camp Humphreys' preeminent Shakespearean scholars, and he attended Orange County Community College, where he received an associate's degree, and I believe he read a book about Shakespeare. So, please welcome to the stage Mr. Arthur Estrada.
Thank you, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. William Shakespeare, playwright, poet, actor, philosopher. A man whose literary and cultural genius has had a profoundly immeasurable effect on the consciousness of the entire English-speaking world. But how much do we really know about William Shakespeare? I mean, how much do we appreciate the tremendous body of work in this single volume? I'll tell you the answer. It's not enough. I believe I can illustrate this with a simple poll. Now, you're a theater-going crowd, no doubt above average intelligence and cultural diversity. So, by a brief show of hands, actually, you know what, Bob, can we get some lights real quick so I can actually see them raising their hands? Okay, we do like less lights in my face. There we go. Alright, now, who amongst you has ever seen a Shakespeare play? Go on, any play. Come on, just raise your hand. Don't be shy.
They do not know more than we do. If you don't know Shakespeare from Shinola, just keep going, narrow it down.
Alright, let's see if we can know this down a bit, huh? Alright. Who amongst you has seen All's Well That Ends Well? That seems to be separating the wheat from the chaff rather nicely, doesn't it? Now, let's see who the true Shakespeare trivia champs are amongst you. Who has ever seen or read King John? Yeah, right. What's it about then? Come on. No, don't ask her!
It's about King John.
Smart ass. You laugh, you scoff. But I submit to you, ladies and gentlemen, that our countries, everybody, thanks Hanson. I know who you are. Yes, okay. I submit to you that our collective capacity to comprehend, much less attain the genius level of William Shakespeare, has been systematically scandalized by video games, compromised by computers, and annihilated by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yeah, kind of the opera fans in here, huh? Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's no need to fear, because Camp Humphreys community Shakespeare players are here. We're here to help guide you through your first shaky steps out of the 21st century quagmire that has become flash-frozen fast food culture into a future that I dream that our children will wake up in the morning and not reach for a bowl of sugary snacks and keeping up with Kardashians for instant gratification. A future where they'll walk hand in hand down the street, speaking an iambic pentameter and understanding the subtle nuances. A future, a bright and glorious future, where people won't write walls, instead they will write names. And if you share this dream even in the slightest, I can tell you how to achieve it. By buying my newest book. It'll be on sale after the show. Just 3 easy payments of $19.99. We accept all major credit cards. We accept cash as well. We don't do the long conversion. I don't know what that's about, honestly. It's weird. But
Just wrap it up.
buy my book.
Well, those of you who do own a copy of this book know that no volume is complete without a brief biography of William Shakespeare. And here to provide this portion of tonight's performance is the third member of the Camp Humphreys Shakespeare Players, Mr. Peter Adams.
Really? Hold on, sorry, they go in order.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, I am a member of the Shakespeare, Camp Humphreys Shakespeare Theater thing that we're doing. I'm not a member of the audience, although I think I fooled you pretty good, though, didn't I? I fooled you. Yes, I did. Okay, what I've done is I went ahead and I put some words on these cards because I looked up a little bit about Shakespeare, and so we can learn together, okay? Okay. Let's get started. William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in the town of Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire. The third of 8 children, he was the eldest son of John Shakespeare, a locally prominent merchant, and Mary Arden, daughter of a Roman. Catholic, member of the landed gentry. In 1582, he married Anne Hathaway. Shakespeare arrived in London in 1588, and by 1592, he had achieved success as an actor and a playwright. After 1608, his dramatic production seems to have decreased, and it seems he spent most of his time in Stratford. There he dictated to his secretary, Rudolf Hess, his work Mein Kampf. In which he set forth his plan to restore Germany to a dominant position in Europe. After reoccupying the Rhineland zone between France and Germany and annexing Austria, Sudetenland, and the remainder of Czechoslovakia, Shakespeare invaded Poland on September 1st, 1939, thus precipitating World War II. I never knew that before, but that's pretty good stuff. Okay, learning together. Shakespeare remained in Berlin, and when the Russians entered the city on April 1st, 1945, he committed suicide with his mistress, Eva Perron. He lies buried at the church in Stratford. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now at this time I would like to welcome the fourth and final member of the Camp Humphreys Shakespeare Players, Mr. Adam Smith. Now, Adam here before joining us had never actually really heard of Shakespeare very much. In fact, he thought William Shakespeare played the lead female role in the 1957 film West Side Story. However, since joining us, he has since learned a lot, and he really needed the volunteer hours. So, without further ado, we now present to you the complete works of William Shakespeare, Abridged. Thank you.
All the world is a stage, and the men and women in it merely players. One man in his time plays many parts. One man in his time plays many parts. What better place to start our study of William Shakespeare than in Verona, Italy, Romeo and Juliet. See, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have Mike, Peter, and Adam assist by performing the important roles while I provide perfect narration. To begin, the prologue.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene, where ancient grudge breaks the new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers takes their life. Whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their death further their parents' strife. Thank you.
Act 1, Scene 1. The streets of Verona. Two men meet. Both tall, dark, and handsome. One is Samson, the other Benvolio. Their hatred fueled by an ancient feud, for one serves Capulets and the other serves Montague.
The last my love you do,
He
came out the sea pass, we don't even catch on the other side.
It's him.
It's him.
I hate his guts. I hate his face. I hate his dog. I
Uncle,
hate everything about it.
his
Eyes. Oh!
Do you bite your thumb? I do not bite my thumb, sir!
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb.
You quarrel, sir? Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
Well, if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve just as good a man as you.
No better?
Yes, better.
Oh! You lie! Ah! 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 Ah!
Enemies of the peace, profaner of this neighbor-stated steel, you, Capulet, shall go along with me. Montague, coming this later, to know my pleasure in this case.
Oh, where is Romeo? Seen you him today? Right glad am I that he was not at this fray. But look, he comes. Now stand aside, although his grievance or be much denied. Good morrow, cousin.
Oh, is the day so young?
'Tis news struck 9.
Me, but sad hours do seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out!
Of love?
Out of her favor, in which I am in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should prove so rough and tyrannous in proof.
Alas, that love, whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will.
Come thee to the feast of Capulet, where sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou dost lovest. Come thither with unattainted eye, and compare her face with those that I will show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow. Well, baby.
I shall go, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own. Oh.
So much for Act 1. Now on to the Feast of Capulets, where our Romeo is doomed to meet his Juliet, and in a scene of timeless romance, he'll try to give it her hands.
La 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 la.
Oh, she don't teach the torches to burn bright. Has my heart loved until now, forswear its sight. For never have I seen true beauty until this night. Lady, if I do profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this, my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth thy rough touch with a tender kiss.
Oh, good pilgrim, you don't pretend. You don't wrong your hands too much with manly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm and holy palmers kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
I was the use in prayer.
Them up lips do what hands do.
Saints do not move except for prayer's sake.
They move not when my prayers effect I take, thus from my lips by yours, my sin is purged.
Oh no, that naughty might sin from my lips be taken.
Oh, sin from thy lips, oh trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to kiss you, Daddy. In this room.
In this room.
I really don't want to go for this.
He does kiss by the book. Coming, mother.
Oh, is she a Capulet? Oh, dear account, my life is my foe's debt.
balcony seat.
But soft, when light through yonder window breaks, 'tis the east and Juliet is the sun.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy man, and if thou wilt not, be forsworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet. But what's in a name? Oh, what's in a name? A nose by any other name would still smell. Yes. Oh, Romeo would, doth Romeo, doth thy name, and for thy name, which is no longer a part of thee, take all of myself. Okay, good.
Lady, I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I shall be newly baptized, and henceforth I shall never be Romeo.
Oh, not Romeo? Then who art thou? Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Well, neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, but if thou dost swearest, thou mayst prove it false. So, Romeo, if thou dost love, speak truly.
And lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear.
Swear not by the moon!
Well, what should I swear by?
I don't know, but the moon's really lame. Everybody swears by the moon. How about, let's see, who do we got out here today? Okay, how about her with the short black hair and the red and stripy shirty thingy, her.
Then lady, by yonder blessed virgin, I swear.
I think not Romeo.
Do not swear at all, dear Romeo, or if thou must swear, swear by thy gentle self. I take no joy in this contract tonight. It's too rash, too sudden, too ill-advised, too like lightning. There ceased to be air, someone says it brightens. Oh, Romeo!
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction you looking for tonight, buddy?
Well, the exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
Oh, I did give you that before you even asked it. And now 3 words, gentle Romeo, and good night. If thou meant to love be true and thou purpose be marriage, send word tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, adieu. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Bye-bye.
Oh, sleep well upon thine eyes, and peace in thy breast, would that I were sleeper peace, so sweet to rest.
But lo, Romeo did swoon with love, by Cupid he'd been crippled. But Juliet had a loathsome cuz, whose loathsome name was Tybalt.
Romeo! The hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain, therefore turn and draw.
No, I do protest. I not wrong thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise.
Boy, I am for you. Bah! Oh, I am slain.
How do you know who you are? Dude, okay, hold on. There you are. They don't be funnier. Isn't he? From Tybalt's death onward, our lovers are cursed, despite the best effort of friar and nurse. But fate pursues them, and they can't seem to duck it. At the end of Act 5, they'll both kick the bucket.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, and send in darkest night immediately. Oh, come night, come civil night, come my Romeo by day and night, come gentle night, come beautiful black-browed night, come night, come, and send me my Romeo! Take it to movies. You're having me so in me now! Romeo lives! Oh, Romeo lives! That Tim would have slain my cousin and Tim would have slain my husband! Oh, Friar Lawrence!
Juliet, I already know thy grief. Take thou this distilled liquor, and presently through thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor.
Oh, I feel a cold and drowsy humor running through my veins! Obi-Wan! I don't feel so good.
Oh, what is this? Oh, my love, my life! Death that has sucked the honey of thy breath has had yet no effect upon thy beauty. Why art thou yet so fair? I don't know. Am I to believe that clean abhorred death is amorous, and he keeps thee here at dark to be his paramour? Here's to thy love. O true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die. Thus, with a kiss, I die! Get over it!
Oh, good morning! My love, my Romeo! What is this? A cup! In thy hand, the poison I see has become my true love's end! Oh, churl! Drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after! Then I'll be brief! Heavy dagger!
That's Romeo for you.
This is thy sheep! They're rusting! Let me die already!
Epilogue. A looming sadness is forming within the ring. The sun before sorrow shall not show his head. Know ye now to talk more of these sad things? Some shall be pardoned and some punished. For now is there a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. And
Romeo and Juliet are dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparing this unprecedented complete work show, we encountered the difficulty of trying to update these 400-year-old plays for a modern audience. Now, one current trend is to transpose Shakespeare's works into a more modern setting, and we've seen evidence of this with productions of Shakespeare's stories being set in exotic locations, such as the lunar landscape, or Nazi prisoner war camps, or even Camp Humphreys. Now, in this vein, our Shakespearean scholar Arthur Estrada has traced the roots of Shakespeare's symbolism in the context of a pre-Nietzschean society for the totality of the Jejun circular relationship of form, contrasted with a complete otherness of metaphysical cosmologies and the ethical mores entrenched in the collective subconscious of an agrarian race. And so, we now present to you Shakespeare's first tragedy, Titus Andronicus, as a cooking program.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, gourmets, and welcome to my show, Roman Meals. I'll be your host, Titus Andronicus. Well, when you had a long day, your daughter raped, her tongue cut out, both her hands chopped off, bam, bam! The last thing you want to do is cook, you know what I mean? Unless, of course, you cook the rapist and serve him to his mother at a dinner party. My daughter Lavinia and I will show you how. Good evening, Lavinia.
Good evening, Daddy.
How are we feeling tonight?
I'm not so good. I got my tongue chopped off earlier.
I know, it's a pisser, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a piss.
But we'll get our revenge, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Hark, villain! I will grind your bones to dust, and with your blood, I will make a paste. And from that paste, a coffin I will rear. And with that coffin, I'll make a pasty. bam! Now, the first thing come with me, receive the blood. The first thing you want to do is cut from the carotid artery to the jugular, like so. That's a lot of blood. Now, the average human body has about 4 quarts of blood, so you want to use a big bowl, and you don't want to miss a single drop. Forget about it. And that, when he is dead, which should be about now. I will grind his bones to powder small, and with a hateful liquor I will temper it. And let his vile head be baked at about 350 degrees. And 40 minutes later, you have the most delicious human head pie, fit to serve any great king or great queen, with some lovely ladyfinger for dessert. Ah, who will be the first to try this delicious treat? Ah, welcome, gracious queen. What please you eat, what please you feed. Come on, it's finger-licking good.
That's a good one, guys.
That's about all the time we have. Make sure to tune in next week when we have Timon of Athens make a delicious ratatouille out of the Merry Wives of Windsor. And until then,
Bon appetit!
good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I hope no one was too offended by Titus Andronicus. It seems that in his younger days, Shakespeare went through a brief Quentin Tarantino phase. And now we shall explore the more mature themes evident in Shakespeare's more mature work, his dark and brooding epic, Othello, the Moor of Venice.
When you shall these unlucky deeds relate, speak of me as I am, nothing accentuate. Nor set out down in malice, and speak of one, who loved not wisely, but too well. Never was there a tale of more woe than the one of Othello, and his Desdemona. Oh, Desi!
Guys, what are you doing? Lights. Okay, what? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we left Adam here to research this play on his own, and it looks like he looked up Moor in the dictionary and found it was a place where you tie up oaths.
Which totally is!
Which is ridiculous in this circumstance.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. In the 16th century, Moor was the term for a black person.
Oh, I feel like such a dork.
Yeah, go with that. Let's go.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, since the part is written for a black actor,
You might say we're racially challenged.
I pull up orange at best. So we're just not gonna be able to do this, guys. Like, we really want to.
No. I got an idea. Put this up. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you that Othello, he was a man.
Amen.
Othello was a black man.
Amen.
Othello was a general, soldiering type of man.
Amen.
Othello was in love with a woman.
Not a man.
He was in love with Desdemona.
Not a man.
But he was in love.
Love.
That's what it's all about, Othello's love.
Love.
Until he starts to doubt, because you see, Iago makes him question his sanity. Yes, he tricks Cassio into lying about Desdemona's sanctity.
Holy Mary.
And with the handkerchief that falsely proves honesty,
That man's a liar.
can you see?
Can you see?
There's fighting and lying and begging and dying, but it's all about love.
Love.
That's what it's all about, Othello's love.
Love.
Until he starts to doubt, and then that love brings joy and anger. Othello grabs a pillow and smothers her.
Preach it, brother!
That is wildly inappropriate. When the truth is revealed, Othello gets mad.
Mad.
He wounds Cassio and Iago real bad.
Handicapped.
And realizing that he's sad,
So sad.
kills himself.
Hallelujah!
Really?
You suck.
But it's all about love, love. That's what it's all about. Oh, fellows, love, love. Until he stops you down. Until he stops to down. Amen! Yeah!
Hey, guys. Why don't we lighten up from all these tragedies and do some of the comedies?
We're comedies.
Sounds like a good idea.
Well, you see, Shakespeare was a genius at borrowing plot devices from other theatrical traditions.
He took influences from Roman plays such as Plautus and Terence, Ovid's Metamorphoses, and the great Italian tradition of commedia dell'arte.
Basically, Shakespeare stole everything he ever wrote.
Well, no, stole's kind of a strong word. I mean, he more or less distilled them.
Okay, so he distilled the 3 or 4 funniest comic gimmicks of his time, and he milked them into 16 separate comedies.
Well, you see, Shakespeare was a formula writer. I mean, once he found a device that worked, he liked to use it.
Over and over and over again.
So the question we have for you, Mr. Shakespeare, is
Why did you write 16 comedies when you could have written just one?
Now, to answer this, we at Camp Humphreys Community Shakespeare Players have taken the liberty of condensing his plays down into one, which we have thusly titled
The Comedy of Two Well-Measured Gentlemen Lost in the Merry Wives of Venice on a Midsummer's 12th Night in Winter.
Or,
Cymbeline taming Pericles the merchant in the tempest of love as much as you like it for nothing.
or, 4 Weddings and a Transvestite.
Act 1. A Spanish duke swears an oath of celibacy and turns the rule of his kingdom over to his sadistic and tyrannical twin brother. He learns some fantastical feats of magic and sets sail for the golden age of Greece, along with his daughters, who are 3 beautiful and virginal sets of identical twins. While running the hill of Italy, his ship is caught in a terrible tempest which, in its fury, casts the duke upon a desert island along with the loveliest and most virginals of his daughters, who stumbles into a cave where she is molested by a creature who is either a man, or a fish, or both.
Act 2. The long-lost sons of the Duke's brothers, who also coincidentally are 3 sets of identical twins, have just arrived in Italy. Though still possessed of an inner nobility, they are ragged, destitute, penniless, flea-infested shadows of the men they once were, and in the utmost extremity are forced to borrow money from an old Jew, who deceives them into putting down their brains as collateral on the loan. Now the 6 brothers fall in love with the 6 Italian sisters, 3 of whom are contentious, sharp-tongued little shrews, while the other 3 are airheaded little bimbos.
Act 3. The shipwrecked identical daughters of the Duke wash up on the shores of Italy, disguise themselves as men to become pages to the shrews and matchmakers to the Duke's brother sons. They lead all the lovers into a nearby forest on a midsummer's night. A bunch of mischievous fairies squeeze the aphroditic juice of a hermaphroditic flower into the shrews' eyes, causing them to fall in love with their own pages, who in turn have fallen in love with the Duke's brother sons, while the Queen of the Fairies seduces a jackass.
Act 4.
the elderly fathers of the Italian sisters, finding their daughters missing, dispatched messages to the pages, telling them to kill any man in the vicinity. However, unable to find the men in the forest, the faithful messengers, in a final misguided act of loyalty, deliver the messages to each other and kill themselves.
Meanwhile, the Duke and the fish creature arrive in the forest, disguised as Russians, and for no apparent reason, perform a 2-man underwater version of Anna Karenina.
Act 5. The Duke commands the fairies to right their wrongs.
The pages and the bimbos get into a knockdown, drag-out fight in the mud, during which the pages' clothes are ripped off.
The Duke recognizes his daughters.
Awkward. Okay. The Duke's brother sons recognize their uncle,
One of the shrews is appointed Secretary of State.
And they all get married and go out to dinner.
except for a minor character from Act 2 who gets eaten by a bear, and the Duke's brother sons who can't pay back the old Jew and give themselves lobotomies.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Thank you.
Now, what we would like to do at this juncture is move from the comedies back to the tragedies, because we found that the tragedies are a lot more funny. So, we would like to start this off with doing Macbeth.
Whoa, shh. Dude, you can't talk about that on stage because
It's cursed!
Well, thankfully, we here at the Shakespeare Players are able to not only put on a much more abridged version of Macbeth, but after much thorough research and arduous nights of character study, we are now able to do so in
Perfect Scottish accents!
Double, double!
Macbeth, and tell me, Macmore.
Beware, Macbeth! No man, women born shall harm Macbeth. Till come to dance an evening in the wood, don't you know?
What man, not of woman born, am I to fear, or none other than Macdoof?
Know ye that Macdoof was from his mother's womb untimely ripped? What do you think about that now, laddie?
That's bloody disgusting. Get on with it, you great haggis.
You killed me, wife, you killed me better to use Macdoof for your crop around.
I didn't do it.
You did. I know you did. Now get on with it before I kick you around. Behold, where stands the cursed usurper's head. Macbeth, your bomb is out the windy. And never was there a tale of more blood and death than that of Lord and Lady Macbeth. Thank ye.
Julius Caesar was a much beloved tyrant.
All hail Julius Caesar! Greetings, citizens!
Who was told by a soothsayer,
Beware the Ides of March!
What the heck are the Ides of March?
and he chose to ignore them.
The 15th of March, you dolt!
Why? That's today!
Friends, countrymen, lend me your rears, as I, Antony, come to bury the great Caesar. Now let's bury him and get on with my play. Antony and
Cleopatra! What is this? An asp I see before me? Oh! Oh! I am bitten! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Okay, look what you started, Pete. You had this really bizarre notion that all of Shakespeare's tragic heroines wore these really ugly wigs and vomited on people uncontrollably all the time.
Well, it's an interpretation, man. I got it under control.
that is not an interpretation.
She was thinking it.
Pete, enough is enough.
She's blunt, can't you say?
Man, I can't do anything right with you guys tonight. I mean, jeez. You already made me wear all the stupid dresses and all the wigs. I mean,
Okay, Pete, Antony and Cleopatra is not an Alka-Seltzer commercial.
No, it's not. It's a geopolitical play focusing on the relationship between Egypt and Rome.
well, I'm sorry. If I would have known that it was one of his geopolitical plays, I wouldn't have messed with it.
Oh, right.
I mean, no, seriously. His geopolitical plays are my favorite.
Oh, really?
Yes, like what's that one? About nuclear power in the former Soviet Union. Yeah.
Wait, no, what?
No, Shakespeare wrote it. It was way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its
No,
time.
I think you're confused. I'm pretty sure it was...
No. It was a metaphor wrapped in an analogy, wrapped in bacon.
No.
I'm sure you're making this up.
No, seriously. Chernobyl Kinsman.
Okay, Pete, Shakespeare wrote a play. It was called Two Noble Kinsmen.
No, Chernobyl Kinsman.
Two!
Sure.
Yeah, Pete. Two noble kinsmen.
No, there was definitely a chur in there. There was definitely a chur. Chur. Fine, what's Two Noble Kinsmen about then?
Two Noble Kinsmen is about a woman who goes insane thinking that her lover is going to be eaten by wolves and her father hanged.
And is Boris Yeltsin in it?
No!
Okay, well, I've never heard of that one before.
I've never heard of any of them.
Well, Adam, of course you haven't heard of it because it's not actually one of Shakespeare's. Well, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't explain. Arthur?
Ladies and gentlemen, Two Noble Kinsmen falls into what we Shakespearean scholars like to refer to as the Apocrypha. Now, the Apocrypha are also called the lesser plays, sometimes the bad plays, but matter of fact, not all of them are actually terrible. There's a couple that aren't crap at all. I recently wrote a themed paper about Troilus and Cressida, and actually, it's called "I Love My Willie." That's it. Gosh. But now let me whip it out for you.
No. Sorry, kid, cover your eyes, please. Oh. This isn't appropriate for you. Oh, sorry.
Now, guys, what I was thinking was that we could use my paper and do kind of a improv.
Yeah, improv.
I love improv!
I knew they'd get away with this. All right, now, guys.
No. We could do like an interpretive dance, sort of performance art version.
Oh, no. I really love performance art. It is so pretentious. No. We'll use the text of Troilus and Cressida as a launching off point to explore the deeper themes like the transient nature of life and the rise and dissipation of form.
And I suppose you're going to want to do this to Inya?
Well, why not? I mean, of course, Inya.
Props.
Okay,
Props. Props.
Yes. All right, let's see. Really? Don't encourage them! Troilus and Cressida was written in 1603, and in 1604, it was published in the first folio. Although in that version, it's some 166 pages longer than the one that appears in the second folio. Now, many scholars first considered it as a history, but it later became known as a comedy. Now it's known as a comedy still. Get out of here! There's nothing in my paper about mighty Lord for toleration, man. I'm sorry, I know you like it.
No, the damage is done.
I feel like a bad person.
Arthur, now is there anything in your paper that covers the plot at all?
Of course I cover the plot. What kind of scholar do you think I am? I mean, hold on, wait. It's right here. There, page 7. Footnote.
It's like high school fun.
Yeah, you ever tried using subtext in Microsoft Word? That's an accomplishment, my friend. You see, Troilus, youngest son of King Priam.
Okay, hold on. We are going to do something here. King Priam and Troilus. We can at least get a little bit of improv out of this, right?
Okay, loves Cressida.
I'll get the wig.
Now, he's arranging for a meeting with his uncle Pandarus. Although she feigns indifference.
Wait, no. Arthur, this really sounds like the kind of stuff kids hate to learn about in school. Because it's boring!
But you didn't even let me get to Agamemnon.
Yeah, when you were talking about trying to get to Agamemnon, I was trying to get to sleep. This is boring, man. I'm serious.
That's not serious.
No, ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand. Seriously, it's just going to turn you off, okay? When we said that we were going to come to Camp Humphreys, we said, no, we swore that we were not going to do dry, boring, vomitless Shakespeare. No, we swore. And I'm serious. It would turn you off. That's what happened to me when I was in high school. We were supposed to be studying Shakespeare, and I'd be sitting there and I'd be looking out the window. I'd be like, why can't Shakespeare be more like sports?
Wait, you like sports?
Yeah.
And you went to high school.
Yes. No, seriously. Sports are visceral. They're engaging, right? They're engaging. We want to be a part of it. We have to watch it. It's a lot like Shakespeare's histories.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about sports, but I'm kind of seeing where you're going.
Okay, good. Because the history is what you have happening is you have all of these generations of kings that are passing the crown from one generation to another. They're hacking each other's heads up. They're knocking each other over. It's a lot like American football.
No, yeah, Pete, I see this. Hey, guys, Adam, come on, get out of here.
Let's do this, all right? Let's get Mancha, guys, yeah!
23, 42, Henry V, Richard III, part 1, 2, 3, fight!
The snap goes to Richard II, half goes 14th century mark. He's made back to pass. He's looking for an anarchy with this heavy rivalry. But there's a rush from King John.
My 20 flesh roast
But after the six comes up with it.
Victory is mine! Oh!
And King John is dividing 106 into 3 parts. Uh-oh, this could be the end. King John is at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Oh no! But he's pulling over the 1 yard line. He's out for the game. Replaced by number 32, King Bear.
Divided we are kingdom in 3. Cordelia, you go long.
Oh, looks like there's a penalty call. Fictional character on the field. King Lear is disqualified. All right. Coming in now is that father-son team of Henry IV and Prince Hal. Center snaps to the quarterback. The quarterback gives to the hunchback. Looks like that whip is giving Richard III trouble again. Oh! Fumble! And Henry VIII comes up with it. He rushes up to the 5 to chop off his wife's head.
Who's your daddy?
And it's the beginning of the Tudor dynasty.
Woo!
Henry V, Richard III, Philip the Torque, and Charles the Turk. Go Bernie!
Woo!
Hold on. You there, yeah. You got a program? Program?
I keep them for a program. Give me a program. Nope, I'm obviously not going to get down there. I mean, thank you. Wow. Why'd you wait for her? You were sitting right there. Jesus.
What's up?
No, seriously, I think we may have done them all. Because we just did all the histories together.
Yeah.
Hold on, you can follow along.
Yeah, and after that we did the comedies together.
Uh-huh.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, we did all those. Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we did the tragedies, Antony and Cleopatra.
Yeah, I threw up on her and she was into it. Okay.
Julius Caesar, King Lear, Othello, Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah.
What about Coriolanus?
Oh, let's not do that one.
Why not?
It's the anus part. I think it's offensive.
Okay, so we'll skip the anus play.
Okay. Well, yeah, but let's see, we've done all of these. And
Guys,
Titus Andronicus.
I think we can let you out a few minutes
Early
early.
Athens.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hamlet. No. Shakespeare didn't write Hamlet.
Of course he
What do
did.
you think about Hamlet?
Well, no, but he didn't write Hamlet. Well, then what's it about?
Hamlet is about a young prince who's feeling guilt over the murder of his father by his uncle and has to confront him in public.
I know that one. That's the Lion King.
Close enough.
No, you know what it is? It is a serious, no-joke play. And right now, I really don't feel up for it.
Oh, come on, Pete. What's wrong?
No, seriously. I mean, I've been wearing wigs and I've been playing football and I'm just a little tired right now. And I don't think that we can do it justice.
Pete, we don't have to do it justice. We just have to do it.
Yeah, Pete, this is called the Complete Works of Shakespeare Abridged.
Well, then we should change the name to The Complete Works of Shakespeare, except for Hamlet Abridged.
That's ridiculous, Pete.
Let him grow up.
No.
We need you
No,
for this.
okay, fine. We can do Hamlet.
All right, guys, great team.
As a three-person show, because I'm going to sit right here.
Pete, we need you. Come on, just get back up here.
No, it's okay.
Back up here, guys. These boys don't have
Pete, do not let go. You're the only friend I've got in the whole world. Do not let go. Do not let go. Pete, what are you? Don't let go of me. You're like the chicken Titanic. What the heck is the matter with you?
Leo did not betray the door. It's a done deal. He made his choice.
Fine.
Was this not Pete? You did fine.
When you love something, you have to let it go. She loves theater.
You're on board for Hamlet.
Yes, I'm on board.
Okay, guys. Hamlet. So we have the guard scene, and that's Horatio and Bernardo, and then we have Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, but they have their own play anyway, so we can just skip them. And let's see, so with swords and guys, Pete.
No, don't come any further, or I will kill her. I will kill her.
Let the little girl go. If you kill her, she cannot enjoy live theater, man.
No, I will not go. Well, I guess that doesn't make sense. No, I don't want to kill her. You better
Hamlet, right.
Halt! Who goes there?
Nay, stand and deliver.
Bernardo?
'Tis he.
Ah, get thee to...
Wait. Great trick to show you guys. Yeah, just turn the lights off, turn the lights. It's so cool. This is like so much. Okay. Guys, ready for this? Guys. Woo! Fire hazard. Alright, one more shot, right? Alright? Alright. Guys, ready for this? Woo! Look, guys, now it's a hard bag. Hope you're comfortable. Yeah, listen. No? Sea shanties. You guys like sea shanties?
Yeah.
Okay, this is one you all know, right?
The king called men, they have no sails. Heave away, heave away, heave away, heave away. They sail their ships on codfish tails. We're bound for Australia. Heave away, my roly-poly boys, heave away.
That's the refrain, guys. Okay, you're like the one guy in the theater who doesn't know, okay? Guys, come on, refrain, all right?
Heave away, my roly-poly boys.
So, this horse walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Light on, please." So, I had this really weird dream last night, like one of those theater anxiety dreams. If you've been in a play, you know all about them. And so everything was going great all the way through Act 1, and then at the end of Act 1, everyone left, and I was on stage by myself, and I was naked. Wait, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. We're going to take a 10-minute intermission while we see if we can get Pete back. So if you just meet us back in here in like 10 minutes, we'll get this thing going again. Sorry about that.
So, how you guys doing? Doing pretty good?
Yeah.
Good intermission?
Yeah.
I didn't get any of this.
What did you do during the intermission? All right, sure. Anybody not lame? What did you do during the intermission? That is really cool, all right? Interview people. And you guys probably nothing constructive. Anyway, so, question, was there a long line for the ladies' restroom?
Yes.
I hate that. Okay, we didn't turn your phone on. You guys, we told you not to turn your phones on, and hey, it's the guys. Hey, yeah. Arthur, where are you guys? Osam. The passenger terminal. Okay. Do you at least have Pete? All right. Would you please put him on? Thank you. All right, Pete. Where the heck? No. No, you can't talk to Christi. No. Because she doesn't want to have anything to do with you until you're back on stage performing Shakespeare like a little trooper. Yeah, that is exactly what she sounds like. Well, okay, Pete. Come on. You gotta come back. We gotta do it again. Alright? Alright! Okay. Well, alright. Yeah. You can't hand me back to Arthur now. Yeah. No. I love you too. Yeah. No, I'm not naked. Yeah, Arthur, okay, how far out are you guys? What am I supposed to do in the meantime? I got like 50 people here looking at me like, oh yeah. Okay, yeah, alright. Oh yeah, and don't give Pete any candy, you know his blood sugar. Yeah, you know how it gets. Yeah. Alright, well, oh, and Arthur. Well, the guys are on their way back. Yay! So, I figure until we get here, we can probably do Shakespeare's sonnets. Now, hold on just a second. Now, Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets, and what I've done is I've condensed them all into this 3x5 card. And we'll start down here, and you read them all, think about them, sort of reflect, and when you're done enjoying them, just pass it on to the next person, all the way down the row, and then when it gets here, just pass it on here, and back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth, and yeah. And then when it gets all the way back to whoever's in the corner there, yeah, you just go ahead and run it on up here, and the guy should be back by then, okay? So,
Ladies and gentlemen, Shakespeare's sonnets.
I'm just gonna provide some mood music, helping read it, like the old English Shakespeare music. You guys want your stairway?
Hey, we're home! Yeah! We're back. We're ready to do Hamlet. Are you ready to do Hamlet? Yeah! H-E-L-M-E-T! What's that spell? Hamlet!
Helmet.
Yeah, let's get our helmets!
So, you gave him sugar, didn't you?
It's the only way I can get him to come back. And I might have promised him we'll take pictures in the happy show. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, where were we? 36 plays down and 1 to go. Bob, can we get the lighting, please? Let's set the stage for probably the greatest play ever written in the English language. Helmet. Hamlet. The tragedy of the Prince of Denmark. The place? Denmark. Midnight, Elizor's castle. 2 guards enter.
Ha! Who goes there?
Nay, stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king.
Bernardo?
Oh, 'tis he. 'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed.
Ah, for this relief, much thanks.
Well, good night.
Peace, bring him up, look where it comes.
Mark its ratio, it would speak.
I charge thee, Bing. I charge you, speak.
It was about to speak when the sock crew.
Aye, we must impart what we have seen tonight into.
Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
Oh, that this too solid flesh should melt, thaw and resolve itself to a dew. That it should come to this but 2 months dead, so loving to my mother. Frailty, thy name is woman. My mother who married my uncle, the brother to my father, whose funeral baked meats did so coldly furnish the wedding tables. Good evening, Horatio. Where does the dog go? To the pound. Lock it. Bow wow. Methinks I see my father.
Where, Lord?
In my mind's eye.
Aye. thinks I seen him yesternight.
Who?
The king, your father.
The king, my father, but where?
Yes, upon the platform where we watched.
Then there we shall go and shall wait. Perchance she will walk again, but all is not well were the night to come. Ooh, the wind it bites shrewdly. It is very cold out here.
Aye, look where it comes.
Angels and ministers defend us. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Mark me!
Speak, I am bound to listen.
So art thou bound to avenge my most foul and unnatural murder!
Murder!
Murder! The serpent that did sing thy father's life now wears his crown.
My uncle?
Your uncle! Let not the royal bed of Denmark become a couch for incest!
Incest? A couch!
Remember me!
My lord, this is strange.
Very sure there are more things in heaven and earth than are in your philosophy. So piss off. Hereafter methinks to put an anti-disposition on. Oh, cursed spite, if ever I was born to execrate.
Neither borrower nor lender be.
And since brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. He is mad.
Oh!
Look ye now, the poor wretch comes reading. So piss off.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, my lord.
God of mercy!
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent. Well, you are a fishmonger.
What do you read, my lord?
Well, words.
There's madness in it. There be method in it.
The players are here and they want to do some sort of play with it, a play thingy. And I'm not really quite sure what that means, so I'm going to need you to come talk to them, okay?
I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before my uncle, and I shall watch his looks. If he do but blench, I shall know my course. The play is a thing in which I will capture the conscience of the king.
To be or not to be?
Shh! That is the question. To no more mine. To bear the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and in doing so win them. To die. Perchance to sleep. To sleep. Perchance to snooze. To nap. Perchance to hit the snooze button or something. Can't do this!
Lights, please!
Okay, Arthur, what happened to your speech?
They're laughing at me like a little loon.
No, they're not laughing at you, they're laughing adjacent to you.
Who was laughing at you?
She was laughing! The one right there! She went...
Don't worry about her, she's on drugs.
What's wrong?
Who's this Lulu he keeps going on about anyway?
No, wait. There's some bratty character named Lulu in that show, General Hospital.
What did you just say? She's not bratty, okay? God, she's going through hell right now. I mean, she fell in love with her stepbrother, and then he dumped her, and then her mother woke up from a catatonic state, only to find out that her father married somebody else. And now she found
Wait a minute. You watch General Hospital?
No. Hey, what about all that stuff that you were talking on about the killing our TVs and not watching the Kardashians and stuff? Is that all a joke?
No.
Wait a minute. You're not even a true Shakespearean scholar, are you? Are you?
I'm not even close to him in it, all right?
No. Arthur, you went to that college, you took that course.
I didn't complete it.
No, we saw your certificate.
Poor shot, man.
I don't even know who you are now!
I'm sorry, man. I thought the world of Shakespeare scholarship was going to be all fast cars and hot babes, but it's not. It's just folios and quattros and quatrains and ivids, and it's just so cool. But I mean, poor Charles. And everyone's so young and restless and beautiful. I just love my stories.
No, you know what? Shame on you! Shame on you! He laughing at the bed. He's just trying to perform Shakespeare here, okay? Ah, no, you know what? No more. There will be no to be or not to be speech tonight.
No,
ladies and gentlemen.
Pete.
No.
It's the most famous speech in Shakespeare.
It's overrated.
Overrated?
Yeah, overrated. Think about it, man. Okay, so you've got Hamlet, and he's talking about offing his uncle, right? And then all of a sudden he's talking about contemplating suicide. It completely weakens his character.
It makes it more complex. The layers give it meaning.
Where did that come from? No, the layers don't give it meaning. The layers make it sucky. I mean, all of these long monologues with all these long words that no one understands. I mean, like, what's that one? It goes...
You mean this one? I have of late, but wherefore I know not. Whilst all my mirth, or on all custom of exercise, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition, that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sorrow promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air, look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestic roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appears to me no more than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights, not me.
That was beautiful.
No. You see, guys, that speech was both intellectual and emotional. I mean, the two can live side by side.
Like Luke and Laura?
Yeah, sure.
No, I think what he's talking about is more like when I play Ophelia, I add layers.
Okay, Pete, let's get something straight. Okay, Ophelia isn't all screams and vomit. I mean, there's something going on under that pretty little wig of hers.
I know.
Yeah, like in that Get Thee to a Nunnery scene. She's probably feeling all kinds of things and thinking all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, hey, why don't we do that scene right now?
No. Ophelia is a challenging and complex character. You can't just leap into these kind of things. You have to delve into her brain and just peel it back like an onion.
That's gross, man.
No, I'm serious. That's
No,
part of the
guys,
character
guys.
development.
If you think about it, it's actually a really good idea. We could like explicate her id ego and her super ego and
Yes.
kind of do like a Freudian analysis.
Yeah, like a Floridian analysis.
Yeah, okay. Let's divide Ophelia's brain into 3 parts.
Yes. Getting into character. Yes. Wait, you're wanting to do this now?
Yeah.
No, if you don't give me the proper time to dissect her personality, then you can wear the wig.
No. Okay. I'm playing Claudius and Bernardo, and that play within a play scene is coming up. I'm overbooked.
What about him?
I'm playing Hamlet.
Well, what about... No, that's not gonna work.
No, Pete. Gosh, I have an idea. We'll get one of your new friends to do it.
Just give me a little bit of time.
No, Pete, just
Just give me
give
a little bit of time to get some layers.
Nip,
I gotta get some layers.
All right,
on.
let's see.
If I get some, you can't just pull someone out of the audience. Do not just pull someone out of the audience.
Oh, you man, right there.
It doesn't work that way. No.
She thought she was gonna hide in the back. We see you.
All right, what is
Oh my gosh, pulling from the bottom of the barrel, aren't we? I mean, come on. No, you cannot just pull some bozo out of the audience. No,
she's not.
Challenging and it is difficult, and I have taken years to perfect this. You can't just. No, it's not going to happen. No.
She
No.
is not a bozo.
Okay, all right.
Well, why don't you step over here? I'll give her some space. And right here. All right, now what's your name?
Can I make a name up? Sarah.
Do you mind if we call you Bob? It's a little easier to remember. All right, now Bob, what's happening in this scene is, Arthur, you want to explain about the layers?
Okay, Sarah, that's it. Oh, Bob, right?
I guess, yes.
Got some suit on and what's going on. Alright, so what's going on right now is that Hamlet is displaying some sublimate childhood neuroses. He's got an animal complex that he's obviously displacing towards Ophelia as a form of anger.
Basically, Hamlet's being a jerk.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Ophelia's is the part of her that's like an animal power, just raw and angry. Pete's trademark scream actually encapsulates this quite effectively.
Yes, thank you, Arthur. That is exactly right. Years for. You know what? No, this is way over. Just sit her back. Just sit back.
Give her a chance. Pete! She wants to be here! She wants to be here!
This is the visage of confidence.
Alright. So, what's happening in the scene is Hamlet is, yelling at Ophelia, telling her to get out of his life. So he tells her, get thee to a nunnery.
No. Thanks for breaking up the group, Yoko.
Don't assault the audience! Come on, Pete!
Easy there.
First little girl, not Bob. Gosh. Now, what he was saying was that when Hamlet says, get thee to a nunnery, something's inside her breaks. And so she screams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step into character real quick. And we're going to give this a try. Are you ready?
Get thee to a nunnery!
Can I scream?
Yes.
I thought that was great.
Oh, I'm really concerned with what you. That sucked! I scream better than that in my breakfast cereal! My goodness, you try to compete with me. Bring it next time! Oh, bring it, okay?
Do not be afraid of it. Oh, not fear.
I do.
Alright. So,
Now, Bob, I thought that you showed a lot of courage, but you're not an actress, and
Obviously.
frankly, it showed a little bit.
but all we have to do is get everyone involved, make a supportive environment, and then we'll get the perfect screen.
You know what, that's actually a good idea. I need support when I scream too, so that's a good
All right.
idea.
So stay there, Bob. You're doing great, and we just need someone to play Ophelia's ego.
Okay. No, I can do that.
No,
I can do. You don't have to pull another. Are you seriously going to pull another person up here? Do not do it. Don't do it.
Sir, right
Don't
here.
do it. No,
Yeah.
don't. You gotta be serious.
Chance of a lifetime. All right. In that case, how about you?
Don't ask, just tell. Just no. It's an acting part. You take it. Stupidity? Is that what happens? I mean, obviously.
Take it easy.
Well, the first guy didn't.
He's obviously scared out of his wits right now.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay? He's practically trembling.
And you think he can play Ophelia better than I can?
Just stay right there. Okay.
Layers. Layers.
Now, Bob. You don't mind if we call you Bob, right? Okay.
Now, Bob, at this point in the play, Ophelia's ego is flighty, confused, a little scared.
Yeah.
So it's okay to be scared.
It's like an ego on the run.
Exactly. So, what we need you to do is we need to symbolize this visually for our audience here. And what we're going to have you do is run back and forth across the stage, right?
Anytime now, genius! Go!
us
Just
right
right
here.
back and forth. The circle thing confuses me.
All right, now let's see. We need to move on to the superego.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the superego is the jumble of voices inside your head that is kind of looking over your shoulder. It's always telling you what's right and wrong, moral and ethical. It's something that a lot of, regardless of it's right or wrong, it's something that a lot of people can't really shake throughout their entire lifetime.
Yeah, it's sort of like Catholicism.
Now, what we're going to do is divide into three, but first, the unconscious.
The unconscious, right. The unconscious. Now, you're the part of the superego that's sort of the watery depths of Ophelia's soul. So that's all of you in the front row, if you wouldn't mind raising your arms. That's right, raise your arms high. High, be proud unconscious. Just the front row.
Just the front row. You guys back.
I like the enthusiasm.
Yes. Yes. We'll have something for you later.
No one escaped. Now you're going to wave your arms a little bit, undulate them like you're underwater, and wave them back and forth. And you're going to say, all right, that was a great job.
Yeah, that's a great, except for you. Why weren't you saying anything? I mean, seriously, you weren't even saying it. The arms were up, but there was nothing coming out of your mouth. And so since you didn't want to do it with everybody else, guess what that means? You get to do it all by yourself. Yeah, come on, come on. Come on. No, we aren't joking. This isn't a joke. This is a real thing.
Now don't be afraid, no one's watching.
Now put your hands in the air like you said the
Hands
first
up.
time. Okay, you ready? Now this time, loud. Okay?
All right. Now let's see. The next part of the superego would be the right here, section A, from about where Arthur is to where Adam is, and he moves some distance, right? You guys are section A. You're going to be the voice of all the masculine men in Ophelia's life, who are keeping her down, who are oppressing her. So we're going to have you symbolize this by having you say, "Get thee to a nunnery." All right, let's try it out. Arthur's going to give you your cue. Ready?
Get thee to the nunnery.
Good job. I'm a little surprised.
No, actually, I'm sorry, but we've done this 3 nights in a row, and that sucked. Okay, are you guys just not paying attention?
Section A, work with us.
Okay.
I'm glad I left her alive.
Hey, Mom,
1, 2, 3.
Get thee to the nunnery.
All right, good job, section A.
Really much better.
Now, section B, which will be from where Adam is right here to about, if he moves a little to his left, about right here. You will all be the voice of Ophelia's libido. Now, you're the voice of Ophelia's subconscious that makes her want to make herself attractive to Hamlet. What you're doing is, you're looking at yourself here and you're saying, do something with yourself, for God's sake, put some makeup on. No offense. So we're going to have you symbolize this by saying,
Well, there's actually a line directly out of Shakespearean text that says, "Paint an inch thick."
paint an inch thick. I like it. All right, so Adam's going to give you your cue.
Paint an inch thick.
Okay, do it with him. Okay, here we go.
Paint an inch thick.
All right,
Okay, that was better. That was better.
Section A, you totally learned something from Section B.
Yeah. We got it the second time.
All right, now section.
Oh, we have an intelligent one, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Okay.
Now, section C. You're the most important section of all. You're going to be the voice that's going to bring Ophelia in the 21st century.
Kind of like she wants to have power, but at the same time, she doesn't want to lose touch with her femininity.
Yeah, like she wants to be a corporate executive, but still wants to have a family.
No. She's been oppressed. She has been laid down, and she is tired of it all, and she just wants to say, "Cut the crap, Hamlet! My biological clock is ticking, and I want babies now!"
So, why don't we just have them say that?
Oh, that's a good idea. You guys with me on this one? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Ready? Cut the crap, Hamlet! My biological clock is ticking, and I want babies now! Okay, one more time. Let's try it again.
Cut the crap, family! My biological clock is ticking and I want babies now!
Good. Woo! That was an awesome C-section. Now, Bob, your job as an actress.
No, I got this. Your job as an actress is to take all of those voices and blend them deep within your soul. Okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna whip everyone into a frenzy, and then all of a sudden it will stop. All attention will be on you. And in that moment of truth, you will let loose with a scream that epitomizes Ophelia's id.
Sounds like a super ego to me.
Wow, she's really into it, ladies and gentlemen. And she can't wait.
All right. You okay?
You got that? You need a paper bag? You got your own cheering section. That's better than we've had all night.
One more thing before we get started.
Oh yes, one word of advice. No matter what, act natural. Okay?
All right. So, Bob, are you ready to get us going? Bob, are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Now, Bob and Bob. Bob. On your mark. Get set. Go! Unconscious, thumbs up! That's it from the... Section A! Get ready! Section B! Section C! We digress. We return now to Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 5, in which Hamlet uncovers concrete evidence that his uncle murdered his father.
Speak the speech, I pray thee, as I presented unto you. Suit the action to the word and the word to the action, and hold it as 'twere mirrored up to nature. Will my lord hear this work?
I, the king, do presently.
How now, Hamlet? Where? Oh, how are you? Oh, how does my son and my cousin?
More than kin, but less than kind.
I have nothing with this answer. These words are not mine.
Take a seat, my lord.
Okay. Phew. You there! Yes, you rise! The king wishes to bless his royal rump. Don't block my view! No, get thee gone!
My lord. My lord. The Royal Theatre of Denmark would like to present The Murder of Gonzago.
Oh, puppets! Oh, I love the wacky puppets! Woo!
My lord, Act 1. Oh, intermission.
How does my lord like the show?
The lady don't protest too much, methinks. Get it? No, he doesn't get it!
My lord, Act 2.
You're so tight! Oh, I'm on fire! Woo!
The king rises!
Get out of the show! Lights away!
I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000.
My lord, your mother wishes to speak with you in her closet.
And I'll speak with my mother in her closet.
I will convey myself behind the rest to listen in to the process.
What now, mother?
You have your father much offended, young man!
You have my father much offended.
What wilt thou do? Murder me? Help!
Help! Help! How now? A rat! Oh no! That will hurt!
Dead for a ducat, dead.
Well, Hamlet! Where's Polonius?
To supper?
To supper? Where?
Not where he eats, but where he is eaten.
Oh! It's Leontes, son of Polonius, brother to Ophelia, and the snappy dresser.
Why, thanks. Follow that vile king. Give me my father. I will be revenged for Polonius' murder. How now? What is this noise? Dear maiden, kind sister, sweet Ophelia.
Before I bear this on the brow with a hey naughty naughty, hey naughty naughty, and in its grave many a tear with a hey naughty naughty,
Ha-cha-cha-cha!
I'm mad! I'm going out of my tiny little mind!
See, now this is acting. This is what we were trying to
And a room for you, and a rosemary for remembrance, and I would have given you violets, but they all wilted when our father died, you bastard! Oh! I'd really rather... nauseous!
The Hamlet comes back.
Oh, hold on. What? What'd you say? No, what's the next scene with Ophelia?
No. Pete, Shakespeare wrote Hamlet comes back.
Okay, so what's the next scene with Ophelia?
No. Hamlet comes
No,
back.
I've got layers now. I'm ready to do Ophelia.
Hamlet comes back.
Okay, so what happens to Ophelia?
She drowns.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. How was the son to show his quite recently dead
Here I go!
father?
No, off stage.
Ophelia, ladies and gentlemen. And to that end, I would anoint my sword with an unction so mortal that where it draws blood, no cataplasm can save the thing from its compulsion. I don't know what that means either.
The skull once had a tongue in its mouth, and could sing too. But then came the period of that. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. But stop, here comes the queen. Couch me. Mock.
Lay her in the earth.
Sweets to the sweet!
Hold off the earth a while, so I can hold her in mine arms once more.
And who is he who mourns so emphatically? It is I, Hamlet, the Great Dane!
Give her over!
Oh, heaven, Leontes, gentlemen, no, stop!
Devil take thy soul!
And I will fight him till my eyelids no longer wag, the cat will mew, and the dog shall have his day. Bring us the foils!
Okay, here they come.
Oh, vote for me too!
Be careful, boys, they're sharp.
Come, sir.
Come, my lord! Ha! Blank switch!
Come out! One!
No!
Judgment?
A hit. Very palpable hit. Hamlet, here's to thy health. Drink of this cup.
Set it aside a while, uncle. Mother, father, whatever you are. Come again.
Yes.
Clink, clink, swish!
Ow! Ow! Please, my lady, do not drink.
I will if thou wilt permit me!
The cup is poisoned and it is too late.
Once again?
Yes. Clean, switch.
Youch! Oh! How does the queen?
She swoons to see me bleed.
No! It is the cup! It is poisoning!
Oh, treachery! Seek it out!
The king is to blame for the treachery.
Somebody say king.
The tip and venom too? Poison do thy work. And you murderous incestuous Dane, follow my mother!
It is here I will lie, good Hamlet, never to rise again from my evils.
Heaven free thee of it, and I shall follow thee. You, who grow pale at this chance, and bear witness to this act, if you ever did hold me in your heart, be absent from felicity a while, and go into the harsh world and draw breath in pain to tell my story. The rest is silence.
Actually laughing. Thank you. Yes.
Hey, we actually finished a few minutes early.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little bit of Shakespeare Abridged, and obviously we have a little bit of time left.
Let's do Hamlet again.
We don't have time.
Yes, we do. We'll cut the layers.
Alright. Then you shall have an encore! Oh, that this too solid flesh should melt.
Methinks I've seen your father.
Were the night to come?
Mark me!
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Avenge my murder!
My lord, this is strange.
There are more things in heaven and earth. Oh, piss off! To be or not to be.
God, my lord!
Get thee to a nunnery! Speak the speech trippingly on the tongue.
Get out of the cell!
I'll take the ghost word for £1,000. What now, mother?
Oh, no, murder me! Help, help!
Who? How now? A rat! Oh! Dead from a ducat, dead.
Pedophilia!
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well, but soft, here comes the queen.
Lay her in the earth.
Switch to the sweet!
Hold off here for a while.
His eye, omelet, the cheese Danish.
Devil take thy soul!
Bring us the foils.
What for me? Yeah! I'm slain!
Where's his silence?
How much time do we have left?
30 seconds.
We shall do it faster!
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the complete works of Shakespeare Abridged.
If you enjoyed the show, please tell both of your friends.
If you didn't enjoy the show, this was Kiss Me Kate, directed by Sarah Eisel.
Thanks again for coming. I'm Adam.
I'm Arthur.
I'm Pete,
And I'm Mike.
and we're going to Disneyland. Thank you. My lights are down. water, it's really slippery. It's a slip and slide. We got this for you. We got a plaque, and the plaque says, presented to Mrs. Christi Mancha, the best director, actor, producer, and preeminent Shakespearean scholar on Camp Humphreys. Thank you. And thank you for being a part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We couldn't have done it without you. So what we've got happening here, we've got one more little thing that we want to do.
Actually, it's
So
really
you guys
funny, too.
just
It's like,
stick around for just another moment. We're gonna
we got the funniest
It's
kid
just-
ever.
it's the last part.
Really,
It's the funniest
really
part.
funny! No!